If I got to pick a day to start a new year, it would be a Friday. It would be Farmin' Friday. Yeah. It's already, I mean, I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm not like Harambe hasn't risen from the dead or anything, but like, this song we're off to a start.
Have you seen those memes?
Yes. Was that a TNG mug that I just saw? What was that?
Oh, it is a original Star Trek mug.
Oh, original series. Nice. I just saw the jammies shirts. Yeah. If we're gonna explore space, we're doing it in jammies. At some point, they accept onesies. Is the only way we're exploring space.
And actually, that's true in every sci-fi thing I've ever seen. Like, flight suits are onesies. You know, and that's what they wear a lot of in like The Expanse.
Oh yeah, a lot of onesies. That's how you know Captain Picard is the best captain. He's the only one that gets a jacket.
Yeah.
It's tough for other foreign dignitaries to take me seriously when I show up in my footy pajamas.
What if they had just given the entire cast of The Next Generation morph suits?
Oh.
In their respective colors. Oh man, yeah, so much has changed since last we spoke. It's a new year to start.
Yeah.
I finished The Next Generation.
Oh yeah, dude, I mean, it's basically a movie. They did like a made-for-TV movie of the last episode.
It's 2 hours long.
Yeah, it's longer than the Disney animated movies.
Yeah. So my mom came over just to hang out on like Wednesday.
Yeah.
But one of the things that she's always done for me is cut my hair, right? So
nice, very nice.
She cut so much of my hair off that I had to make this band on my headset smaller.
Actually reduced the circumference of your
the volume of my head.
So that was, I mean, the 2020.
If my New Year's resolution had been to lose volume, I would have succeeded.
Already succeeded on day one.
Would it have meant anything? Because that's not what I was talking about when I said lose volume. Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
That's right. If it wasn't correct, they wouldn't make it a technicality. If it wasn't acceptable, we wouldn't call it the minimum. Yeah.
The first time you said that, I was like, I think you just defined my entire life.
Tell me what is required. No, see, you keep telling me a range, like 15 to 20. All I hear is 15. I stop listening at 15. Wow, I don't know what this fish is, but it needs to chill. It needs to chill out. Blink. So, you're familiar that there's was a bug, now a feature in the game where you can name yourself a bracket code, and then that every time someone says your name, you get that item?
Oh, yes, yes.
Apparently, allegedly, that works with animals when you buy them. So I think what I might do, I might buy us 3 goats named 7-4.
Oh, I ate one of the cranberries.
Gross. They're not good. According to the cranberry lobby, they need upsetting amounts of sugar.
A real sentence that we have to say, the cranberry lobby.
Yeah. Not supposed to eat your own product. Well, we're checking it for quality. The problem is cranberries are just, they're not naturally, you can't just rip those off the plant and
tear in.
Yeah. I don't know if you talked to Don Kant at all, but he and I spent the entirety of Saturday beating capitalism.
In what?
In Yakuza Like a Dragon.
That mini game, yeah. I played that for like an entire day, too.
Yeah, we only played main story because I thought we had to in order to fight the first boss, the purple-suited guy. Like, maybe it's gated behind story progress or something. It was not. But we then took all of that money, at which point was millions, and spent as much as we could before he had to leave on vocational school. Yep. Took a lot of quizzes.
Some of them are hard.
Some of them are really hard.
The ones that are like, here's a whole bunch of Yakuza history, and it's like, what?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there was definitely a couple of quizzes where it's like, this is a translation of a Japanese game. Where the expected knowledge base of their users But it'd be like the history of Sega.
And then there's like biohazards, and I was like, what?
What's the federal agency in charge of hazardous material transport? It's like, in the States or in Japan? It's like, obviously Japan. It's like, oh God.
Well, that's a whole different beast.
Using the Yakuza games in your contemporary history class is fun. I had a history teacher do that. Oh, no kidding. I guess Yakuza 0 actually takes place in the 80s. Diving bell spiders, they are the worst. Yeah, I mean, that's been one of my go-to moves in real life, is dive into water to escape bugs of all kinds, all different kinds, you know, like gnats. There was a time when I was shooting down in South Georgia, and I didn't notice that I had either walked through or like stepped in an anthill.
Oh yeah.
Or like a fire ant hill, and then of course I got like the first bite, and I looked down and I was like, ah. And then there's a fantastic black and white picture of me somewhere, of me just walking into a lake.
And that was away from the fire ants?
Yep, just into the lake, got the camera up over my head, walking determinedly into the lake.
At summer camp one year, we were on our way to the lake to go hop in, but like maybe a quarter mile away, one of the kids stepped on a yellow jacket's nest on the ground.
Oh no.
And I have never seen like this is professional like NFL sprints to that last quarter mile to the lake from that kid. Like literally never seen anyone run faster. Like cartoon blurring fast.
Yeah, Sonic legs, just like wheels.
I'm not a guy who usually hate watches a TV show, but I'm doing it right now with The Expanse.
Oh yeah.
It's not that it's a bad show. This is purely me being unable to separate the books from any other form of the media surrounding a thing, right? Like,
oh yeah.
the movie, the TV show and the books are very different things. I should learn to accept that they're wrong and they're bad.
Right. But apart from them being bad and wrong,
it's fine.
It's fine.
They started out like making small changes that kind of made sense for the show, like cutting out certain events that happen like in transit places that just shove it when they get somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like cutting out some of the smaller character development scenes that typically happen while they're in transit somewhere, things like that. But now it's just like completely different.
Huh. But they didn't get ahead of the source material Game of Thrones style, right? They're just doing their own thing now.
Just doing their own freaking thing, and I can't understand why.
Yeah. Oh, got an anecdote here. A sugar-free fun story. My dad found an in-ground hornet's nest in the woods behind our house. He didn't think twice before setting it on fire. So now hornets on fire fly into the dry summer woods behind the house, and my dad is running and stomping out each of them as they start tiny fires. I mean, burning hornets is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Is that one of the biblical plagues?
It must have been only from lack of imagination.
Yeah. Oh, plague of locusts over the land. Yeah. What if they were on fire?
Fire.
Yeah. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I've actually hate-read a book series before.
Which one?
I'll go ahead and say that the first several books are really good. The Wheel of Time.
Oh, buddy. I know what you mean. I read those.
Yeah. I read, so like the first one, I was like, this is amazing. Second one, third one, fourth one. It's been a while, but I think maybe around the fifth one, I was like, okay, might be time to start wrapping this up. and then
there's 13 of them.
Yeah, by the time we got to book 9, I was mad. And reading them is like, I mean, I've committed so many reading hours into this series at this point, but it's time to wrap this up. It's time to, like, book 10, book 11, and then a prequel. It was at that point.
He had the audacity to die.
Yes. Yeah. Writes a prequel and then dies. It's like, you are in special hell for this. Not thrilled. Wheel of Time. Oh, Techno Dude. Yep, Techno Dude. Right on the money. Wheel of Time.
When I was reading them, I was too young to have developed real taste yet. Yay, fantasy stuff! I never finished the series. I think I stopped at like 8 or 9 and just was like, I'm out of gas, y'all.
Yeah. it's like we're having to spend half of this 1,000-page book recapping what happened. It's like I don't remember half of these characters anymore.
Yeah, and then by the time I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to read book 10, I like opened it and I was like, I don't know any of you anymore. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Amazon is actually making a Wheel of Time TV show. I'm cautiously optimistic, but also pretty pessimistic. Yeah.
I'm just cautious.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who you cast as Rand. And are you going to try to do the books? Because don't. Please. Yeah. Don't.
I mean, you can't. There's just too much crap in there.
Yeah.
Also, can they just cut Perrin out completely?
Was that in book 5 where he just goes back to the Shire, whatever the name of their town is, and just like defends the Two Rivers for an entire book?
But then his like wife gets kidnapped and we spend like 2 books trying to find his wife and nothing ever happens.
Yeah, actually, if I was going to summarize a litany of complaints, it would be what you just said. Nothing ever... There comes a point where just nothing ever happens.
Yeah, and also spend 2 books with the siege of the city, and nothing happens.
Yeah, I liked walking around with... Was it Matt who, like, wakes up and he's just got the quarterstaff, and he's at least doing stuff.
He's like
walking around.
He's like gambling and doing chicks and like
yeah, he's actually going
stuff going on, and like occasionally Rand chops some dude's head off. Okay, like those are kind of fun moments. But Aaron,
yeah, well, there's the part where Rand makes an army of dude mages, and sets up like a meat grinder. That was pretty wild.
And then they all like die because they go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last thing I read was he cleansed the taint off of the male side of the Force.
Yeah, the 1 power.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, there's like the tower, that like the big black tower that he makes, and then... Because that's not a euphemism that I just said out loud.
Oh, they already have a cast done for Wheel of Time. No kidding. You guys need to check out the best trilogy ever, C.S. Friedman Coldfire trilogy. I will definitely check that out. Take no dude. Is that a series of books? Yeah, I think my favorite science fiction trilogy, and I know it's been decanonized, and it might just be because I read it a long time ago, but the Grand Admiral Thrawn 3-book series that, is that Timothy Zahn? There's like 3 books. Grand Admiral Thrawn is the villain, and it's Star Wars. He's a great character. He reminds me a lot of a Aaron Sorkin style villain, where he's not a villain in the writer's mind. Aaron Sorkin said he was talking about screenwriting and playwriting, but he's like, you can't think of your villainous characters as villains. You have to be on their side at least a little bit. The Coldfire trilogy is my favorite fantasy series of all time, in my opinion, of 47 years of nerd reading. Well, look who knows how to read. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Ever since I got stuck having to drive all the way back down to Whitman, Georgia, I've been listening to a bunch of Warhammer 40K on like books on tape.
Oh, nice.
Gosh, they haven't been on tape in forever. I don't know what audiobooks. And it's just, I'm so excited for Dark Tide.
I'm really excited for that.
Actually, during the Steam sale, I'm so excited for Dark Tide that I bought that first-person shooter game they made. Not that they made, but it's in the Warhammer 40K universe, like Deathwing Enhanced or something.
Whatever.
Yeah. Did I buy it because I was weak and actually had a signal on my phone and was sitting in the parking garage realizing that my car wasn't going to start, and so I had about 2 to 5 minutes to just sit there and look at stuff and wish I was doing other things and buy it on my phone because it was on sale and I don't have any self-control? Maybe. Who can say?
Maybe.
But I'm gonna install it. Which puts it a step above some of my Steam library.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm at Marnie's. I'm gonna buy an animal.
Maybe rabbits?
Oh yeah, maybe grab a rabbit and a duck.
Yeah.
Bracket 7-4 bracket. Oh, I think it worked because the name clipped out. So it's just great. I'll send a little blank to a new home right away.
Did you get that prismatic shard?
I did.
Well, I know we're going tomorrow.
Gonna get us some Galaxy class Star Destroyer swords.
Oh yeah.
There was one year where Ragged Mosquito, back when we were able to do like Halloween parties and stuff where you would dress up and whatever, he went as Tony the Tiger's much less successful brother. Jimmy the Tiger or something like that. And he was definitely just a resentful, just like, Tony took everything from me. They're great. Can you believe it? He rolls his R and he gets a freaking deal contract with a major sugar cereal company. It's sugar! He's peddling sugar-covered corn to children. How is he a hero? That's also where he met his fiance. She was dressed up as Catwoman. Yeah.
There you have it.
There you have it. The Michelle Pfeiffer style Catwoman, not the Halle Berry style Catwoman.
Yeah.
When Halle Berry won the Golden Razzie for Catwoman, she said, "Mom always told me that to win the good awards for good movies, you also have to win good awards for bad movies." Yeah, she seems like a good sport. And she's freaking Storm. Like, it's...
Yeah. I remember really liking the X-Men movies as a kid.
Yeah.
But then everyone craps on them. But I haven't seen them since I was a kid.
I remember my favorite one being X-Men 2. Cool. There was like a Colossus special effect that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Sir Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart in the same movie.
Yeah.
Like, how...
But come on.
I mean, how bad could it possibly be? Still got paid. Exactly, Techno Dude. Halle Berry was probably stinging all the way to the bank, and she wasn't stinging. She was totally fine.
Oh, yeah.
And she still got to be Catwoman. I still paid money to see the movie.
Sure did. We all did.
Yep.